Great excitement here, Dale. Great tension, because at last, in the fourth contest, there are hopes of a Western, a British win.
Certainly, Ronnie Green has done well. We have him ahead here. We don't know how the judges have it, but we feel Ronnie's is leading the fight and done very well. Things heat up right away here in round 4.
But Sombat's bound to go at him in these last 2 rounds.
He certainly has to. But I think that the more aggressively he comes, the easier it's going to be for Ronnie to score if his stamina holds up. A good throw. Ronnie has not allowed the Thai to use any tricks in this fight thus far. He's countered him well.
Referee Blackridge having a handsful in this fight too. Sombat trying to come back hard now. He's only got a round and a half to do it in.
That's true. He's looking very offensive in the face, very psyched up, but he's also getting hit. Ronnie stays cool. Good punch combination.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to pretend he's not hurt.
Yeah, well, Sombat can wave his head. No, it didn't hurt, but it certainly did score. As evidenced by the redness on the face of Sombat, as Ronnie is dominating the action here in round 4. Literally picking the Thai apart. Scoring cleanly, very cleanly. Ronnie's at ease in the ring and doing well.
And Dale, what you were saying in the earlier bouts, what Ronnie's doing is using his natural aggression through his gloves. He's going forward all the time.
That is correct. And look at this Ronnie Green pressing the action now as things have turned in round 4. Sombat came out so forcefully, but now he's the one with his back against the ropes.
1 minute in the 4th round of this enthralling contest with Ronnie Green of Manchester calling the shots at the moment.
You can really see the damage on Sombat's, the right side of Sombat's face from Ronnie's left punch.
The crowd at Edmonton really behind the British boxer. Sombat trying to throw everything at him.
Another good left by Ronnie Green. I don't know that Sombat is as tired as he is, maybe confused as to why he can't score. Ronnie Green is virtually pitching a shutout defensively.
Well, I think what's happening is Sombat's throwing his best shots at Ronnie, and they're not doing anything.
That's correct. Ronnie Green is on the verge of becoming a hero in Britain.
I think he's winning the psychological battle as well.
Indeed he is, and there's the end of round 4. I say another solid round for Ronnie Green.
So Ronnie Green, 1 round, 3 minutes away from a great victory. Well, Dale Cook and I make Ronnie Green on course for a famous victory. The judges, 3 of them, 2 Brits and 1 Thai, so anybody's... look at the way Ronnie's going in there. 3 minutes.
Here comes Ronnie Green with a packed house of British fans here behind him.
Pandemonium in this round as Sombat throws everything in to try and salvage it. We make Ronnie Green ahead. And Sombat's going wild to try and bring this back.
Yes, a beautiful throw by Ronnie Green. I think, by the way, Sombat's come out. He must know he's behind.
Going in like a wild man, Sombat. He's got to knock Green out to win this. And what a roar will go up at the end if Ronnie Green does get it.
Indeed. Another beautiful throw. Ronnie Green, the fighting gentleman. Sombat seems to have slowed a bit now.
Well, he came out like a whirlwind,
Yeah,
but again,
truly.
Ronnie's nonplussed him.
As you said earlier, he always seems to be able to get in the last blow. Ronnie Green always seems to land the last technique. He's only about a good combination for Ronnie Green. Only about 2 minutes away from a tremendous victory, at least as far as we're concerned. Of course, our vote counts for nothing. It's up to the judges. But unofficially, we have Ronnie Green way ahead at this point.
We've had 3 victories by the Thais. It would be a great thing for British Thai boxing if Ronnie Green could do this. The crowd setting up the chant of Ronnie, Ronnie.
And he comes on. Notice that the Thais, oh, a beautiful exchange. The Thais seem to start every fight with the gum shield in, but by the time they get to the 3rd round, it's gone. They don't feel they want it or need it.
45 seconds left, and surely Ronnie Green, when the judges have deliberated, will have his hand raised aloft if he can keep out of trouble for 40 seconds.
Ronnie needs to watch out for the grab, because it only takes 1 knee to the face.
I think Sombat's blown his fuses now.
Certainly. He's on the verge of defeat. Everyone can feel it in this packed arena. And when the bell sounds in this 5th round, everyone in Pickett's Lock Center is going to go to their feet as they feel their man is on the verge of a great victory.
What a finish by Green. He's finishing. We're coming to the end of the contest, and what a roar will go up.
There it is.
That's it. What a fight.
We have Ronnie Green, the winner, at least on our scorecard.
Well, I don't think anybody wants to wait for the judges' decision, Dale. But what a great fight by both men. Well, a really sporting finish to a great contest.
Indeed.
The judges scored a draw. Now that is an amazing decision, Dale. Really, that is a staggering decision, and the Hall don't like it. How on earth that could be scored a draw, I do not know.
A terrible decision, in my opinion. A terrible decision. Ronnie nearly shut him out the last 3 rounds.
I don't think that decision will go down well. Everybody in the Hall is convinced that Ronnie Green won it. The 3 judges, 2 British, 1 Thai, have scored it a draw, but how on earth they came to that decision, Dale?
Keith, I'm terribly disappointed.
A lucky man to get a draw.
Terribly disappointed. Even though 2 of the judges were British, it is to be said that all 3 judges were, should I say, hired by the IMF, the International Muay Thai Federation. And as to whether that had any influence on how the bout was scored, I can't say. But
by a coincidence,